This is all for Roy. Here he is putting an RWS round into his rifle, preparing to stalk a deer. But not just any RWS round. This is one which I am in Germany personally to watch being made. There's a lot more to it than brass, lead and powder. It's a 42-acre site. It's absolutely enormous, and I'm a bit tired of walking. There's really only one way to get around here, and that's to get on your bike. We are now on our way to see where they make the cases. So I'm in a room with the first of many secrets we're going to see today, and to explain them is Hannes Dickhoff. What kind of metal is this?
This is a brass material. It's a copper zinc with 30% zinc here. That basically goes into our brass of our high quality RWS cases. And well, I think within the next hours we will show you how we transfer this material here, which is pretty nice here, but into a neat little cartridge that later on be used for hunting.
It's not just new metal. This stuff is expensive. They recycle here too. Let's continue the process with case making. This operation sees the case pulled, stretched, lubricated, warmed, massaged, warmed again, relaxed, trimmed and buffed. You treat it like a beautiful woman, don't you?
Absolutely.
Talk to me through the process.
Well, besides starting from the cup when it went in, and we did the first draw there, it gets washed, it gets heated, it gets the second pull.
It gets washed in soap.
Washed in soap, yes, exactly. You need to get all the material that comes from the heat treatment off of the case again, so it's smooth for the next step. Anyway, we have to relax the material during every step that we do with that case. So in the end, it's treated better than most women are.
And here is the box of bullets that will be used by Roy to shoot his deer. I'm going to write Roy's deer. Now we have Roy's bullets, we have to check they work, and that is going to require more cycling. Pedal power is essential for checking targets in this particular indoor range. It's 500 metres long.
There's only two in Germany, and one is owned by us, and the other one is a military one. And it's a unique place to test bullets under really extreme conditions and take all the side winds and all the other factors out, so you can really see what performance the bullet and the system delivers.
We're going up the bullet drop bit.
Yeah.
While I continue to get a workout, Roy can now head out after his deer with his new bullets. We've got a Seeker Spiker right where we want him. It's a 120-metre shot, but as RWS executive Matthias Vogel explains, ammunition is a way to bring you closer to your quarry.
When you look at the history of hunting in general, the distance between the animal and the hunter even grows more and more. We start with a stone, and then we follow up by some spear, and then we go to bow hunting with arrows, and then rifles, and rifles with scopes. So the distance between the animal and the hunter becomes even bigger. And I think this is a great challenge also for ammunition and bullet development.
Back in the UK, and after the days, weeks and years of development and rigorous testing, it comes down to this moment. Roy has a deer in his sights. Roy shoots, and the young Seeker pricket drops. The slow-mo picks up the silver Evolution bullet just as it reaches the animal. The force from the RWS round is clear.
The Seeker dropped absolutely spot on, so there was no running on. So it'll be quite interesting when we go back to the larder and do the gralloch and just see exactly what's happened in there. But yeah, definitely impressed so far.
Perfect shot.
That's it, no issue with that.
Seeker are lovely looking animals, and this healthy young male will soon be in the larder. No food miles here. Back in the yard we gralloch the deer, and Roy can study the vital organs.
They were saying at the factory apparently that the round should give up all of its energy about 10 centimetres into the body, and that would have been pretty much spot on for the heart there.
The sweet spot for this bullet is when it reaches the heart, and that's just the way it plays out, giving a neat exit wound and good meat preservation. What a result for Roy. But what about me? How am I going to smuggle all that bullet schmuck, that shiny jewellery, that Tom out of the RWS factory? This has been Fieldsports Britain from the RWS factory in Germany, where I have got an accomplice. Run for it, Katerina!